Hello and welcome to another exclusive property tour for Peter Clark in Leamington Spa. Here we find ourselves in the fantastic village of Leek, Wootton. This particular property is located on Church Lane and has a private driveway that you can see right now leading up to an incredible family home. This property is available for the first time in over 4 decades and is a 3 double bedroom detached bungalow benefiting from 4 reception rooms, 2 bathrooms, a breakfast kitchen and utility, detached double garage with workshop and 2 storage cupboards, and a plot measuring approximately 0.4 of an acre. As you can see, as we come up the driveway, we have a raised lawn on this side, beautiful flower beds, and another lawn on my right hand side, a lovely patio terrace at the front here, and then an absolutely enormous driveway enabling off-road parking as well as a turnaround space. Now this particular home is really rather special. As I say, the interior accommodation is quite expansive and it offers a lot of scope for modernisation and expansion subject to planning. Wouldn't normally start looking at the gardens, but as we're walking through them it makes sense. It really is a lovely setting, this. Probably just see the top of the church tower just in the distance there, and that's the foregarden. But the beautiful thing is it is so incredibly private. There is no one looking back at you at all, and this is your front garden. Right, let's press on and have a proper look inside. So we'll start with covered canopy porch here, which leads up to the timber and glazed front door. We've got an enclosed porch, just give my feet a wipe before we head in, which heads into this fantastic hallway. Now this does measure somewhere in the region of 13 foot in depth by about another 13 foot across at the back edge there, so it really is a very big entrance hall. But the key thing as well is we've got a vaulted ceiling, so the feeling of space as soon as you walk into the property is incredible. It's a very bright home even on a dull day like today, and I know we've got the lights on, but that's for the purpose of the video alone. So just give you a bit of orientation. On the left hand side of the picture here, through this first door, is the guest WC. Then we have bedroom 3 up on the back left hand side. As we go to the rear right hand side, there is the living room and garden room, the dining room to the right of that, and then further to the right of that is the breakfast kitchen. Now just because we're here and it's going to be done in order, let's start with the guest WC. So really big space here. Obviously low level WC and pedestal wash hand basin. We've got a high level window as well. Just to let you know, the property is gas centrally heated and we have a modern Worcester Bosch boiler. So coming across the hallway, as I say, we've got that incredible vaulted ceiling here. Large open archway which leads through into that beautiful dining room. What's also worthwhile pointing out is this property is jam-packed full of storage cupboards. So here's the first of them, and we've got a double fronted storage cupboard just there. But let's start in the dining room. As you can see, currently seating for 8. You could easily get 10 or 12 people in this room, no problem at all. And then we've got a large floor to ceiling picture window looking onto that beautiful lawned garden at the front. Now when we talk about service hatches, that is a service hatch. Look at the size of that. I mean, it practically brings the kitchen into the dining area. Then we have another large double fronted built-in storage wardrobe on the right hand side, and also a side facing window looking out to the front of the property and that patio area to the front as well. Panning back through, we'll go into the breakfast kitchen, which is an irregular shape but a really good size. So in here we've got a Rangemaster 5-ring gas cooker with double oven and grill, 1 1/2 bowl stainless steel sink and drain unit with chrome monoblock tap, and of course a side facing window which actually looks out over the parking area and the start of the foregarden. As I turn around, you can see that the kitchen really opens up and you've got so much storage. And look at the depth of that work surface. Loads of overhead storage cupboards as well. French doors going out onto that dining terrace at the front of the property. But again, it is so incredibly private, so the fact that it's at the front makes no difference whatsoever. Another side facing window there and loads more storage. And then we've got the utility. Now in there we do have space and plumbing for both washing machine and tumble dryer. And I haven't mentioned yet, there's also space and plumbing there for a under-counter dishwasher. Now there is a fridge in here as well, but I can't remember where the cabinet is, so I'm not going to rifle around. So you'll have to take my word for it. So let's move on into this incredible living and garden room. So again, very, very modern feel to this because it is all open plan. It leads through, so that could easily be a dining area at the back there if you wanted that to be, and you could open the kitchen up into the dining room, or alternatively you could close it off and have it as a separate room altogether. But you've got this fantastic living room here with large floor to ceiling picture window, again looking out onto that foregarden. Lovely feature fireplace there in the centre with a gas living flame effect fire. And then you've got that open archway through into the garden room. So huge furniture in here. In fact, we've moved the sofa back, but there's a table behind it as well, or sideboard. So it is a massive space. And it's almost square. It's nearly as deep as it is wide. Heading on through into what we've labelled on the floor plan as the garden room, but it is such a versatile space, and as I say, it would make a beautiful dining area, a great office, playroom, or just a continuation of the living room like it is right now. And from here we've got sliding patio doors and floor to ceiling windows looking out onto two elevations, both front and side elevations. And look at that for a garden, it is just beautiful. Little ornamental pond there, and then you've got the raised beds. Now the other side of those raised beds, just to remind you, is your own private driveway, so there's not going to be anyone else walking back there. It is a private driveway before the outer boundary of the property, which is that thick hedgerow at the back. Just spinning back round here, you can see just how big this space really is. Now, from here, we go into an inner hallway, and this leads through to all the bedrooms, or two of the bedrooms at least. Now, I know I said we had lots of storage, but just to point out, we've got on this side here, two double-fronted built-in wardrobes here, another even larger double built-in wardrobe just there. That is a walk-in cupboard just there. And then we've got bathroom, bedroom and bedroom. Now both of those bedrooms have Jack and Jill doors going through to another room which is currently being utilised as a study, and it will be marked as such on the floor plan. But with a bit of work you could always incorporate it into being a Jack and Jill bathroom. You could always turn it into a nursery or use it for whatever you like really, but it works very, very well as a home study. Now we'll start off with the bathroom as we're here, but it is again vast. It's 11 foot in depth and it's not far off that in width as well. So you've got a four-piece suite in here. Pedestal wash hand basin, huge bath there which is tiled, low level WC, and then separate shower cubicle with mains fed shower. Absolutely vast, ladder style, centrally heated towel rail, and there's even a light tube on the ceiling throwing natural light into this area as well. But if we pan back through, we're going to start off in bedroom 1. This is the largest of the bedrooms, and from memory something in the region of about 15 foot in depth. That looks like a king size bed just there, and it really is just disappearing into the space. Loads and loads of room, and again huge picture window looking out onto the side garden. If If I pan round, you can see we've also got a double built-in wardrobe, but that wall could easily take another three-door wardrobe in there, no problem at all. Give you even more storage if you need it. And the outlook from here is out onto the beautifully manicured side garden. And then you've got a covered pergola and another dining terrace off on the side as well, which I'll show you when we go outside. And behind that chest of drawers there is the door through to the, as I said, the study as it's listed at the moment. But I can show you that from bedroom 2. This one's set up as a twin room, but if we start off in here, you've got 2 large double-fronted built-in storage wardrobes, which again could come out if you wanted them to, giving you even more space in the room. You've then got the back of that large walk-in storage cupboard, which again could be removed. Obviously you'd need to get an engineer to look at that to make sure that it's structurally okay to do so, and you could create an even bigger space here. But as it stands, 2 large single beds, so full-size 3-foot single beds in here, and there's room for a sink with under-counter storage as well. And then we've got another window looking out onto the rear garden. Now if we look out the window here, we can just about see the rooftops of the properties behind us, and that is about it. So exceptional bedrooms here. Right, pressing on through, we've seen that bathroom already. So just to recap, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, loads and loads of cupboard storage, the walk-in storage cupboard, and then the bathroom. And we'll head back into the living room, past the living room and garden room, past the dining room and kitchen, through this fantastic reception hallway, past the WC and into bedroom 3. Now quite often third bedrooms end up being quite small, but this one again is another fantastic double room. Full-size double bed in here, no problem whatsoever. And just like everywhere else in this house, it's got built-in storage. So triple door built-in storage wardrobes, and then a bay fronted, or bay window, sorry, to the rear elevation, to the rear walled garden. And again, it is a beautiful, beautiful space out there. Very private and beautifully maintained. So from here we also have an ensuite bathroom, and this, as you'd expect, is fitted out to a really nice standard. And we have a panelled bath, enclosed cistern WC and pedestal wash hand basin, and an obscured window to the rear elevation. Right, quick recap before we go and look at the gardens. So large reception hallway, guest WC, dining room, living room, garden room, study, breakfast kitchen, 3 double bedrooms, 1 ensuite, and of course that huge family bathroom. Outside we've got gardens to the front, side and rear, huge driveway, ample parking, and of course this detached double garage. Now the main proportion of the garage itself measures something in the region of 19 foot by 17 foot, but then of course you've got the space to the left, which is a workshop and storage area, and then we've got the space to the right, which is a lobby and another storage cupboard which houses the Worcester Bosch central heating boiler. Let's press on to the rear here, and you can see into the rear garden. A large lawned rear garden, walled as you can see to the rear. This does wrap around the right hand side of the house, and of course we've also got space off to the rear of the garage as well for additional storage. And there is the rear elevation. Now I can tell you that the loft is boarded, and we do have a drop down ladder and a light up there as well. And as I said before, the property has, within the last 5 years, we believe, had a Worcester Bosch central heating boiler fitted as well. So continuing on to the side garden, beautifully maintained. And that there is the study. I didn't show you the study, did I? I'm going to have to show you that. I do apologise. We'll whip back through in just a second. And then onto the side garden, which leads through to the back to the front of the house, in fact, through this covered pergola area. And another fantastic spot for a bit of evening dining. And then we've got this large paved terrace all the way across the front of the house. Greenhouse will stay. That's a fantastic spot to start any new plants that you want to grow, and you've got that lovely raised garden up there packed full of daffodils right now, and of course onto this lovely driveway. Now, what a mistake to make. I do apologise, I didn't show you the study. So I've talked about it enough, but that's just how sprawling this property is. You lose track of where you've been. Let's get back inside and I can show you what we've got. So, finishing off the picture internally, if we head back through into the living room, back into the inner hallway, into bedroom 2, and then across we have this lovely room here. So 2 large double built-in wardrobes on either side of bedroom 2, and then double glazed doors going into what is currently being utilised as a study. Now that door on the right hand side goes back into bedroom 1, which is why I say this could be converted potentially, if plumbing can be put in, into a fantastic Jack and Jill bathroom. But it would make a great study. It would also make a fantastic nursery or playroom. And then you've got the sliding patio doors looking out onto the side garden. But a really, really good space, this. And if you're happy to have interlocking bedrooms, of course, if you've got kids, this could be another bedroom for you as well. Right, one final recap, and I think we're probably done. So, 3 double bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 4 reception rooms, kitchen, breakfast room, utility, guest WC, huge driveway, 0.4 of an acre plot in total with gardens to front, both sides and rear, detached double garage with workshop and store, and it's available, would you believe, with no forward chain. And there we have it, folks. Church Lane in Leek, Wootton. I think you'll agree it is an absolutely fantastic family home. Oodles of potential in a beautiful, beautiful spot in rural Warwickshire. If you have any further questions relating to this or any of the other properties on our books, please do feel free to give me a call on 01926 429 400. My name's Matthew Correll. Thank you for watching.